Hey, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you watching, and if you would, like and subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff. This week I have a real short one, and it's something that doesn't get talked about very much. I wonder if it's either people don't talk about, or it's one of those things where bass boat side, where I came from the bass boat side, it's not something that they use as much because it's not as necessary. But on the kayak side, this is one of those deals where I feel like it saves me a lot of time. It's important, and there's a certain reason why I use it. So, start. Norman Lures Speed Clips. Super cheap, 10 to a pack. I think you can get 50 to a pack too. They're great. That's all I gotta say. So, there's a lure. Actually, I'm getting everything tied on. I'm ready for tomorrow morning tournament at Logan Martin. If you see right here, this is a speed clip. And the best thing about a speed clip is that it's streamlined, because there's a lot of other ones where, like the Spro version, which Spro makes, the Spro bait, they make plenty of good stuff, but theirs has a lot more things that weeds can catch on. And this one's really streamlined, and look, it's so easy to unclasp. I mean, it only takes a second to undo, and then you got your crankbait off. You can put on another one. Let me put it back on there. And I've never lost one. I know that's going to be, oh, I don't want to put another thing between my knot and my bait. That's crazy. Why do that? And I would agree. But I've had zero issues, never had a problem, never, I mean, knock on wood, right? Never had a problem. Zero. Works perfect. And why I do this and why I choose Norman because of that, because they're easy to undo and they're streamlined. They don't have anything hanging off the sides to catch grass. But the reason I do that, I have two different, a cranking rod, which is like let's say a wake bait to a medium diver. So it's a 7-foot medium heavy. It's a old G Loomis G2. I'm not going to sell it because it's such a great rod. But it's an excellent rod. It does exactly what I want it to do. Anything for bigger cranks, I put on other rods. But that rod is perfect for a lot of different crankbaits. So it allows me, like let's say, to only have one cranking rod for a lot of different kind of crankbaits I carry with me. Now, I did a video about how I store them before this. You can go and check that out. But if I can swap out my crankbaits, I can keep a couple, like let's say I have another rod for topwater that's the same kind of deal. So something that happens is I'll go from needing a popper to a spook. So that's something that happens a lot. Whenever I'm around cover, I want to use a popper, and then whenever I get more in open water points, stuff like that, I'm using a spook type bait. Shower blows, whatever you want to use. So yeah, so it allows me to change. I can keep one right there rather than having to go to my box all the time. I can just swap out real quick whenever I go somewhere else, and then I only need one rod for the same thing. So it cuts down on rods and cuts down on how many times I have to go to the box, or my tackle box. You get what I'm saying, my box in the back. So it makes me more efficient, makes me a better angler. I get more casts, but increases your chance of catching more fish, more you have your bait in the water. And same thing on that crankbait rod. Everything from a medium crankbait to a wake bait, square bill, stuff like that. I use it for that. So there you go. Norman Speed Clips. Streamline. Zero issues over at least 6 years I've been using them, I'll say. So 6 years, zero. Again, knock on wood, but zero issues in 6 years. Streamlined, cheap, easy. Great way to make kayak fishing more efficient and to make it, get more casts and catch more fish. So that's it. I think that's kind of like a sneaky big tip. Hope y'all like it. And again, like and subscribe. I sure would appreciate it. Thanks, and see y'all out on the water.